Welcome back. So one thing I did miss when we were unboxing this, the handles are going to be sitting in your box like this, and these are going to be taped in here. So when you get this piece of cardboard out, make sure you get that. I'm going to go over a couple other pro tips. You know, this is our first time we're learning with you, and so I'm going to be kind of mentioning some stuff that you may not know that's in the manual. And the inside tip from Sisu is a couple of things. They say first put the wheels on and the foot, and then the handle. And when I called them and was talking through this whole process, because I'm learning for the first time too, they suggested actually now putting the handle on first. So that's what we're going to do next, is put the handle on, and then we'll go ahead and move to the feet. So one of your pro tips, we're going to give a couple pro tips. That's pro tip number one. Pro tip number two is, as you can see, this has a large hole on one side and a small hole on the other side on both of these. And so you want to make sure the large hole is going to be fitted with the inside, so that when you put the handle on, you won't have to take these back off, because that has to be on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and put the first spacer on. Nope, yep. All right. Like I said, learning with you. So we're going to put that spacer on, and then we're going to go ahead and tighten this handle up. And we don't want to over tighten anything. We'll go over a couple other things later, but we're just going to kind of put this on loosely so that we have the handle in place, and we'll do both sides, and so that way we can get everything together. Got our spacer in there, we got the bolt in there. We'll get this side tightened down. And that's a pro tip also, so when you're doing this, don't tighten everything down. This will make your assembly a lot easier getting the feet on, because we'll be able to kind of adjust the machine in the position we need it to put the feet and the wheels on. And that's how to get the handle on. And like I said, once we're all done, we'll go back and tighten everything down. Right now it's all just tightened by hand, but now the handle's on, and then we can tip it back. So we'll go to the next step. All right, we've got the handle on, and we've got all them the bolts on that hand tightened, and we've laid it down, so now we can put the foot assembly on. We're going to put the rivets towards the inside of the machine, just so it's a flowing piece of metal on the outside. In the book it shows it the other way, but I've lined it up and tested it. So there's another pro tip to make your machine look nice going into the customer's house. It'll still fit this way, and so we're going to go ahead and put this on. All right, we've got the foot on now. I've screwed all the bolts in. I've got them hand tightened. We'll come back and tighten those later. Next step is the wheels. I already got one in. With this angle, you can see it just kind of slides through the hole, through these holes, and the cotter pin goes in. And so that's what we're going to do with this one. And then the cotter pin just slides right in. We're going to put your propane hose hanger on next, and we're going to use a washer and a bolt for that, and it's just going to kind of loop through, and then we'll just put this on. And like the rest of them, we're going to do this hand tight for now, and then we'll come back and tighten everything. And this is for our hose. It's going to hang off the side there in transportation or carrying into the customer's spot. So I went ahead and put the street elbow in. Next we're going to do our hose connector. And that goes on here and just connects in. And then you got your quick connect. When you do that street elbow, you want to take that plastic piece out. And that's in. And then you're ready to connect that to your LP tank manifold splitter. So this is for your two tanks. You can use 20 pound, 50 pound, or 100 pound. They recommend with this one a 20 pound, and that will connect into here. This will connect down into here. So we got our next step is our putting our standoff screws in. So they're going to go, two of them right here. This is going to hold your fresh air module, and this is your another pro tip. When you tighten these in, you only want to tighten these down by hand. You do not want to wrench on these and tighten them down. You will either strip them or break the bolts off. and we don't want to do that. So we're just going to hand tighten these in, and then once those are in, we got them both hand tightened. This will hook onto your fresh air module. There's a little gap in here. That's good. That'll slip in here, and your fresh air module hangs off there. This is your cord that's going to go in your fresh air module and hook into the heater. You're going to move this to doorways and bring in fresh air. But when you have this cord, if you lose this cord, call us and buy another one. Don't go to a store and buy an amp guitar cord or anything like that. You'll ruin the machine. The fresh air module won't turn on, and you'll have some other difficulties. So if you lose this cord, just call us. We have them in stock. We'll get another one for you.